the Philistines, are among the most iconic yet enigmatic peoples mentioned in the Bible, often portrayed as formidable adversaries of the ancient Israelites. Their fame is closely tied to the giant Goliath, defeated by the young shepherd David in an epic encounter recounted in the book of Samuel. But who, in fact, were the Philistines? Historically, the Philistines arrived on the southern coast of Canaan, roughly in the area near modern-day Gaza and its surroundings, around the 12th century BCE. Many scholars believe they originated in the Aegean region, possibly linked to the so-called Sea Peoples, who caused significant turbulence and migrations in the eastern Mediterranean following the collapse of Mycenaean and Hittite civilizations. Their biblical portrayal features recurring conflict with the Israelites. Old Testament accounts describe the Philistines as a highly skilled culture, with well-structured armies and a command of iron weaponry, a rarity at that time. They maintained strong urban centers such as Gaza, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Gath, and Ekron, collectively known as the Philistines' Pentapolis. One of the Old Testament's most memorable episodes involving the Philistines is their brief seizure of the Ark of the Covenant. This took place after a large-scale conflict recorded in the book of Samuel. Hoping to secure victory over the Philistines, the Israelites brought the Ark of the Covenant, the ultimate token of divine presence among the people of Israel, onto the battlefield, assuming its mere presence would ensure divine favor and triumph. To their shock, they were defeated, and the Ark fell into Philistine hands. Flushed with success, the Philistines transported the Ark to the city of Ashdod, a principal hub in their Pentapolis. As was customary then, a captured war trophy symbolizing an enemy god's defeat was placed in the temple of the Philistines' chief deity, Dagon. Dagon was significant in both the Canaanite and Philistines' pantheon, associated with vitality, fertility, and dominion over nature's forces. Some historians and researchers characterize Dagon as a hybrid figure, frequently depicted with ties to the sea and agriculture, reflecting the maritime origins of the Philistines and their subsequent agricultural presence along the coastal plains of Palestine. By situating the Ark in front of Dagon, the Philistines intended to highlight their deity's ascendancy over the god of the Israelites. Yet biblical text recounts a dramatic and symbolic scene underscoring the power of the Israelite god. The next morning, Dagon's statue lay toppled in front of the Ark, appearing to bow in submission. Perplexed, the Philistines righted Dagon, only to find him again overturned the following day, this time with head and hands severed, emphasizing a complete and irreversible surrender to the divine presence of Israel's God. Besides this momentous fall of Dagon's statue, the biblical narrative also describes plagues and misfortunes that supposedly plagued the Philistines during their possession of the Ark, tumors, pestilence, and widespread panic. These ordeals were interpreted as divine punishment, leading the Philistines to understand that holding the Ark, far from being a trophy of victory, had become a curse. Fearful and beset by calamities, the Philistines decided, after 7 months, to return the Ark to the Israelites, along with offerings meant to appease divine wrath. Although portrayed unfavorably in the Bible, archaeological findings reveal a sophisticated people bearing cultural traits drawn from both the Mediterranean world and the Near East. They were skilled artisans, known for refined pottery production and complex religious traditions. In popular culture, the word Philistines came to take on a pejorative sense, signifying someone considered uncultured or lacking appreciation for the arts. This modern interpretation owes much to the biblical depiction of the Philistines as outsiders and antagonists. Yet the Philistines' reality is far more nuanced than the straightforward notion of biblical villains. They represent both the meeting and clash of diverse ancient civilizations, offering essential insights into the historical and cultural currents of the ancient Near East.